Hey folks, Tip here from the Stupid Gardener. This is part 8 of our series, Compost Happens. And today we are going to sift off the old compost here. This compost started, let's see, October, end of October, 1st of November. And it was all leaves and greens and everything. And look at that. Look at these nice layers. Got some nice soil in there. We can screen this off. This probably could go a couple more weeks, but I got to get rolling here because it's the first of, it was the end of February, almost the 1st of March, and so I want to get everything filled. So we're going to start screening off here today, and I'll show you that and do a little demonstration on that. It's pretty basic, but if you haven't seen our series and you're just tuning in now, go back and watch 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And you can see what this compost looked like before, because it was all leaves, greens, and it has broken down and into some great soil. And I came out here earlier this morning and I screened off a bunch already. And if you can see in the background a little bit, I did put some in our raised garden bed back here where we are going to put our blueberries. In fact, I just went out early this morning and I bought 4 blueberry plants. And so that's going to be in the next couple of videos, and we'll do a video on planting these blueberries, where I got them, what kind I got, and but we'll get into that in the next video. But anyways, if you are a gardener and you have a compost pile, this is the most exciting time. And I haven't been this excited until since I got married to my beautiful southern wife, who's hanging out in the house today because it's kind of cold out here. But very excited. This just, spring's in the air. I wish you could smell this because it just smells great. You can just smell that dirt and that compost, and this is going to be real cool. So, but like I said, I did screen a bunch off already, and I have kind of topped off the top of that garden bed where we're going to be putting our blueberries. And I put some in my other vegetable bed too, and I'll be showing you all that in videos to come. But I just want to show you how I screen things off and what I do. I built myself a screen. I just built this, I think, in October, and all this is, I'll get it in here, is just a bunch of 2x4s that I just nailed together. It's got the hardware cloth on the bottom here, and these holes are about 1/2 inch. That's about, I think it's the smallest that I could get. I've seen some people do like a 3/4 inch, a little bit bigger, but I think using this really keeps the clumps out, and so this is what I use. I got all this wood from work, and the nails I had to buy, and this hardware cloth right here I had to buy, but I'll be using this for other stuff too. So, and I think this was like maybe 20 bucks for like 25 foot or something. So very excited to get in here and get this done. And I'll tell you, as I was working on it this morning, screening it off, this thing is just loaded with worms. Look at these things. These are these red wigglers that I put in there, and look how fat and juicy they are. And I know my wife is watching this, and she's probably turning her head right now, but it's just loaded with worms. And this is what is attacking all the leaves that I put in there, all the greens, those vegetable scraps, and this was just off the top. So you can imagine what is down below here. And so as I've been screening them, I've been trying to pull them out and throw them into the new bin, which is over here. And as I screen off, the stuff that doesn't go through the screen is going to be in our new compost pile here. And so those are some great worms. These are like I said, these are the red wigglers, and we'll get into this when I do the compost bin. But I tell you, that is just real exciting. So let me chuck them back in here, and I got a little dirt here. Worms hate the light, so you want to make sure you got them covered when you put them in there. But there's some vegetable scraps in there, or kitchen scraps in there, that they'll be working down. And as I see them, I'll try and pull them out and get them into that new bin. If some getting into the garden, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. But this here is our end result. Look at that. That's some good soil. Man, that smells good too. So exciting day here. And that's it is kind of wet, but that's okay. It'll dry out once I get it in there. and we'll work this into the top a little bit, but so I'll screen some off and we'll talk a little bit more, and then I mean, it's probably going to take me a couple of days to get through all this, but we'll get working on that. So hang tight, I'll screen some off and we'll talk a little bit more.
Springs. Cool. I wandered way back in the mountains. I was searching for fortune, hey. Found a spot where the water flows. Call it the medicine spring. Call it the medicine spring. I dreamed I saw a fair lady, yellow hair, big eyes so blue. She told me one day that she would love only me. She would forever be true. She would forever be true. Well, I wanted the best for my daughter. Pocket was empty and bare. Wanted the best for that daughter and mine. Look what another man had. Look what another man had. Sit here alone in this jailhouse with a letter I can't hardly read. Says that my darling's left this old world. She's waiting in heaven for me. Waiting in heaven for me. So someday I go back to the mountain and spend the rest of my days. And the water that runs from the side of the hill, water her flowery gray, water flowery gray. Cool.
All right, that's back-breaking work, I tell you. I got to come up with another system maybe to get this thing up a little higher. Because one thing, you're leaning over all the time, and it really works on your back. So maybe I can raise this thing up on some 2x4s, some blocks or something, just keep it level, so I'm not hunched over like that for very long. But that's just because I'm 55, I guess, and it's kind of hit me. So anyways, I want to kind of go over a little bit more on this. I made this thing a little bit bigger than the last one I had, so it sets on top of here. The other one I had was a little bit smaller, and it was always falling in there. This way here I can throw it in and kind of push it around with my hand. And I was pulling this stuff out by hand, but really, you know, after the video's over, I'll be using my pitchfork and throwing it in there. But I just want to do it quick while you guys were watching. So, exciting day here, so I'm very excited. And very excited. I got my blueberry bushes this morning, and we're going to be planting those. So it's going to be real good. So, but like I said, I'm going to go through this whole thing, sift it all down, take what doesn't go through, put it in a new compost bin, and then spread all this into the vegetable garden, into the blueberry garden there, and back where I have the wildflowers. And then we'll set up our new compost. Weather will be getting warmer over the next couple of months, and the composting will happen a lot faster with the greens and everything else that I'm going to be throwing in here. So hopefully throughout the whole summer I'll be able to be pulling compost out of here to feed all the plants we have. So anyways, well, I gotta drink some water and relax for a little bit, and then I'm gonna work on this. Probably our next video will be the planting the blueberry bushes, and I hope you keep watching. If you like the video, please subscribe and hit that like button. Tell a friend. I think we got 33, 34 subscribers, and hopefully in the springtime when people are looking on YouTube for gardening, they'll come across this channel and subscribe. And have any comments, put them down below. But I gotta get back to work here. So until the next time, this is Tip from the Stupid Gardener. Exciting day here. I'll see you on the next one. God bless everybody. Oh, and by the way, that was Sturgill Simpson, the music. Real good singer. So Google him or on YouTube or whatever and listen to some of his music. He's an old-time country singer, but he's a young guy. Take care, everybody.